Okay. Now we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Mark's here. And I'm with Paula, Aurelio, Gessé, and Juliano. And Juliano. Juliano, I was speaking Spanish. Sorry, guys. And Juliano. And we are here to talk about childhood memories and nostalgia in this immersion. But before we start, let me make a quick introduction of Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is not an English school or language school. Talk and Talk is a conversation platform. And here we talk in English, Spanish, Italian, German, and French. Our conversations are developed for beginners, intermediate, and advanced practitioners. And we truly believe that here we can find our fluency through real conversation, through real practice of these languages. Okay, so as I told you before, this is not a school. I'm not a teacher. In fact, I'm a student, and today I'm here in the role of hosting this immersion. So I'm here to lead our conversation. So let me make a quick introduction about myself. I'm Marcos. I'm 48 years old. I'm married, father of 2 girls. They are teenagers and they are twins. I live in São Paulo. In fact, I live in a small city near to São Paulo in the metropolitan area. In my free time, I love to travel with my family. We love to go to parks, to walk into the nature, to ride bikes. Sometimes we go to the shore too. I love to cook at the weekends too. Sometimes make a barbecue and drink some wine. And as Paula was telling, behind the scenes, I go to the gym too. 5 times a week. I weight some lifts because I'm getting older. That is the nature. We have to take care about our health and our lean mass to getting older with more quality life. I spend all my life working in the technology fields. Actually, I'm a project manager. I lead projects of software development. And I'm here in Talk and Talk since August 2024. And I'm leading immersions since December. Actually, I lead 2 different immersions every week. This one on Tuesdays and another one on Thursdays. Same time, 6 p.m. And that is it about me. So I invite you, Paula. I will try to not make a mistake with your name again. Please introduce yourself.
The funny thing, I work with a phone call telemarketing, and everybody call me Claudia. Everybody.
I don't know why I made this. I think it's
I don't know.
This probably is our 20 immersion together. I think that probably this is the first time I misspell your name. Sorry.
But everybody changes it Paula to Claudia. It's strange this. Oh, hello people. My name is Paula. I live in Tu. I'm 44 years old. And I am married. I am a pet mother and a coffee lover without sugar. And I am a student of software developing. I focus now in backend or perhaps data analytics with Python. I don't know. I try to study now. And I love to watching TV series, movies, and listening podcasts.
Great. Choose the next one, please, Paula.
Oh, Aurelio, please.
Okay, thanks. Hi, everyone. My name is Aurelio. I'm 55 years old. I was born in Italy. I live in Italy. I'm an Italian 100%. I work in a company where we produce and sell the chains. I'm nothing special. I'm a normal worker, nothing special. I like to do a lot of gym because I think that it is so important to have a good capacity, good activity, because if you have a good brain, you have a good body. And this is important because I hope I'm in the middle of my life, more or less. I hope. I like to study different languages. I was host for the Italian meeting here on Talk and Talk, but now it's in standby because we haven't people that have interesting regarding the Italian language. I'm host for the English meeting on Wednesday at the 11 p.m. for the Italian time. It's also different. I speak in Italian, logically. I speak in English. I speak in Spanish. I speak in LICE, Italian language science. I study in Chinese. I started the last September, and I started to attending on this meeting on Talk and Talk 5 years ago. And I stay here because I love Talk and Talk, because I think that is an incredible place where I have the possibility to speak in other languages, to practice, and in the same time, it's because I think it is a very good occasion for me to meet with other people, because in this way I can open my mind and I can sharing different experiences. And I think that this is the best for me, for my brain, and for my life. That's it, guys.
Great. Thank you, Aurelio. Please invite the next one.
Giuliano, please.
Good evening, guys. My name is Juliano. I am 21. I am a science and technology student. And aside on the college, I really like to study technology and read manhwas, watch animes, movies, series, I think yesterday I finished Stranger Things, the last season. In English. I was watching again, but now I watch it all in English. So yeah, that's it about me for now. Thanks.
Great. Thank you, Juliano. And you, last but not least, Gessé. Am I spelling correct your name?
Yes, in Brazil, yes, exactly. Thank you. So nice to meet you all. My name is Jesse. I'm 31 years old, and I work in finance. Live and work in São Paulo. This is my third session in Talk and Talk app. My English is a little rusty. Used to be better. I did some exchanges for a short time in South Africa for 3 months, and also in Australia for 5 months in 2022 and 2023. So I am now like 1.5 year without speaking English, so I need to get used again to practice more to improve my pronunciation skills. And Aurelio, Italians, in my opinion, Italians have the best accent when speaking English, so it's very cool. I worked with Italian girl; she was very nice, and that's it. Hope to learn a lot with you guys.
Great. And how is going your experience here in Talk and Talk? That is our third immersion, right?
Yes, it's been very good and very productive classes. The topics, I mean, all the subjects is different each class, so it motivate me to use new words that I'm not used to use normally, and this is good. The interactions with the other people at the same time, I think, is a good thing to 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 get immersed and to expose yourself to different topics.
Great. Welcome aboard. Talk will help you a lot. It's helping me and everyone here. Everyone you talk about here will tell you, oh, this is helping me. And the magic is we are here and we are talking, we are practicing. No pressure. The only pressure is that one we put in ourselves. And
Right.
this makes our fluency come. Okay, guys, let's
Agree.
start. Today, our conversation will be about childhood memories. So question number one is, what is one of your happiest childhood memories? And let's start with you, Jessa. Can you share one happiest childhood memory for us? With us?
Different from nowadays. My childhood was normal to play in the streets with my neighborhoods and all the children from the school or the college as well. So I had great memories from the time, and currently it's different because we've seen the children growing up, locked in their small apartments, and there's no uh, so much outdoor activities and life as in the past. So this is like a gift for me.
Great. You probably had a great childhood, vibrant, tons of friends.
A lot
But
of mess.
yes, and we need this. You talked about kids growing, kids raising in closet in apartments. I live in a house, in a closet and safe condo, and my daughters prefer to stay at home. They don't go to the streets. They see their friends at school, and I left years to understand this movement. They don't need to be in contact, in presence, because they talk all the time through the technology, through their smartphone, through they have a smartphone and an iPad, each one. So sometimes they make group calls with friends, and they are talking and they are playing in the same game. So they don't need to be together. They can stay safe and warm at home. And this is for us, maybe Juliano too, I don't know, but for us it's very stranger. For me, it's like very strange, and I left many years to understand this. I was pushing them to the street. Or you need to go to the street, you need to go with your friends. No, I'm talking to my friends all day long. You don't see this. And yes, this is what happens nowadays. Okay, thank you.
Good.
And you,
Different
Paula,
generations.
Yeah, different generations, man, and we need to learn through them. Don't just complain is not productive, is not the right answer. We need to understand and we need to learn how to deal with, how to live with this difference. Thank you. And you, Paula, share with us happiest childhood memories. You look like someone who has tons of great memories from your
I was and I am a nerd, a
nerd.
CDF, a great CDF. But when I think in my childhood, I always remember my grandma. My grandma is alive, and she apronta mil e umas na sessão da tarde. When we are a child, me and my sister, when I born, she was 40, so she was very young to a grandma. So she doing little paper boats when starts to rain, and we go to the street to put these boats. Oh, my mother was so crazy with her and me because we return to house, take shower, a hot shower, and eat, I don't know, bolinho de chuva. So I always remember this. Another day I told to her this. Whoa, I don't remember this for a long time, and now I see the picture. Whoa, my grandma, I love you.
Nice. I don't know how to name this kind of cake in Italian. It's probably a Brazilian recipe.
Probably. Because
And
it's
this,
so simple, so
yes, and it is a kind of comfort food for us.
for us. Aurelio is a recipe with farinha, água e ovo, and we do little balls and put in the hot oil and pass for
Yes, I think that
cinnamon.
here in Italy the name is frittella. I
Frittelle di
think.
carnevale.
Yes, yes.
Fritella.
Google
Yes.
always save us.
No, it's got a frittella is in general in Italia, but this type of cake I can tell you
Yeah.
have another name depend of the zone in here in Italia. My mother, I like to do this type of cake during the carnival or other, but I don't remember the correct name now.
Nice. It's a comfort food for us. Great. Thank you, Paula. And you already, please share with us one of your
Yes.
happiest memories.
Yes, like you in my childhood, there were many happy moments. In particular, I liked it to be with the friends, my friends that lived around my parents' house because we stayed together all afternoon and we explored all the country around surrounding our house 50 years ago because nowadays my parents' house is so strange, but is the reality. Now the my parents' house is in the center of the city. All change around, but unfortunately, this is the progress. But in that moment, for us, was an incredible moment because we had the opportunity to explore all the nature. We stayed always in the nature. We lost a lot of time, but I have all these situation, all these moments remain in my mind, and for me, is an incredible situation, incredible memories, because nowadays is so different. Like before you explain, nowadays the younger people, they prefer to stay with iPhone, with PC. When I was younger, we haven't all this technology. Probably we had a different problem. Yes, the technology is an incredible thing, but I remember in that moment we stay always together. We talk a lot regarding different topics. We stayed face to face. We stayed with a real person, not a virtual person, and all the situation. It was different, but this is the progress. All change, and all is a particular. In fact, every time I tell my childhood and my nephews, they remain surprised, because but why you don't use the phone, you don't use the PC? Because we haven't all this technology. We have a paper, a pen, we write, we can stay together, we can play with a board game, but in my point of view, this there are a very special moment. There was a special moment for us in that moment. All is so special. That's it, guys.
Great. Writing by hand. That's something we don't do much. Yes. Make me feel from my childhood. I remember a time when I shared letters with a friends, handwritten letters. And we had to wait the mail, the post office work, send and bring the reply back.
Participate in a book club with letters. We changed letters about the books when I was 10 or 11 years old.
Great. And you, Juliano, share with us a happiest childhood memory.
Of course. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot at the streets because that time the technology already had at that moment, but it's very hard to be accessible for a lot of people, you know. So when I was a kid, I used to play a lot at the street, and I had a lot of moments that I was playing hide and seek, you know, at the street, and it was very good, and I enjoyed a lot that time. You know, hide and seek at the street is very hard because you can play in a lot of different streets, you know. So take a long time to find the people there. So it's amazing. So I have these good moments in my life and a lot of others like moment that I was playing soccer, you know, with my friends, and it was very good, very good. And like the people used to say, you know, usually say, sometime, one time we will play soccer with your friends the last time, and you don't know, you know? And that's totally true because that's amazing. Nowadays, I don't play soccer more.
We miss this. regarding, despite I had no ability to play soccer, I used to play soccer every day in my life till I was 15 or 16. Sometimes I should be the owner of the ball to be chosen for a team so I could play. But yes, I missed this time. And it was, yes, you talked something interesting. We don't remember, and we don't know when it will be the last time when we will meet our friends to play our final soccer match. Interesting. Guys, I was listening to you all, and it was amazing memories, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I could share something like this, or maybe it could be my happiest childhood memory. I will try to choose something different. I remember I felt amazed when my father gave me my first bike. I loved, and that bike was my best friend for years. I rode bike every single day. I rode bike in all my neighborhoods. I used the bike to go to the field to play soccer. I grew up in a place, in a kind of field place, in a countryside. There were tons of empty spaces, so me and my friends, we improvised some trips to ride bike, to try some maneuvers. So it was riding that bike, maybe is in the top 3 happiest moments of my childhood. Okay, let's move on. Question number 2. Juliano, what was your favorite toy or game as a child?
When I was a child, I think my favorite game was play soccer, I think, I used to do it every day, all the time, at my home, at the street, you know. It was very good at the time because, it was very easy to do because a lot of kids that time really liked to play soccer because a lot of people didn't have computer, a cell phone, so it was very common to see a lot of football players in the TV. So a lot of people, a lot of kids, really want to be like them. So I think that's the reason that soccer, I think it was my favorite game when I was a child. Because it's very common to find people, to do it, to play, A lot of kids, for example, didn't like to play hide and seek, but really like to play soccer, a lot. Because some people really want to be, I don't know this name in English. I I really don't know the people that defends the balls, I don't know this name in English. So a lot of people really want to be like them. Other people just really want to to score, So it's a game for everybody.
Great. Let me ask you one thing. Becoming famous soccer player was your childhood dream?
Yes, I think so. I think it's a dream that a lot of kids have, you know.
Probably
I don't know why.
most of them.
Maybe, but I think I my dream when I was a kid, of course, it's about become a famous football player, soccer player, but I really want to be I wanna look for this word because I don't know. 1 minute.
Great. Thank you, Julian. And you, Paulo?
Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
Yes, I really want to be goalkeeper when I was a kid, not you know, other kind of position that
You know what people tells about goalkeepers, right?
no, I don't know what the people
Goalkeepers
tell.
are the ones who has no ability to play in another position.
Yes, that's the lot of people
That
talk
So
was
about.
me. I know this
we
because that was me.
we
That is
don't
the story
have
of my life.
pulmão.
Me
We
as
don't
well.
have we don't breathe.
Yeah, it can be because I used to have asthma, so yeah, maybe that's the trick.
Great, great. Thank you. And you, Paula?
So we did the best goalkeeper in my teenager was me.
Great.
I think about this when Juliano talks, and I think it was my dog, my angry dog. Uh, she was my very companion. She stayed in on the table when we studied and these things. She, né, my dog, and the books. I think my childhood, entire childhood, was with these two kind of things. My family go to the beach. I was with my Sítio do Pica-Pau Amarelo book. Huge, a huge book. And we go to the grandma house. I will take my dog with me. And I think these two toys.
Thank you. And you, Aurelio?
Yes, I loved the electric train that my parents gave me, and I liked to play with it, and I spent many hours to play with this train because for me it was an incredible toy, and I spent a lot of hours with this train. For me, in that moment, there was so special. And you think that I still have that train today, but I think that there are 45 years that I don't touch it, but it's in the basement of my house. Probably it's of full of one moment. Dust, full of dust, but
Best.
for me is a special toys because I remember my father that passed away 5 years ago, and I remember this trainer remember me in a special moment. For me, is a special toy. That's it.
Interesting. We had a kind of this electric train in Brazil too. The most famous one was named the Ferrorama. And it was nice to have one, to create the rails and imagining.
I asked my father, and he talks. No, it's so expensive.
Yes, thank you. Nice. And you, Giuseppe?
Right. As a Brazilian, I would say football as well, like Juliano and most of us. I used to play as a goalkeeper as well, where I tore a ligament in my knees. Uh, that's why I will have a surgery next month after so many years. So I just have good time, good memories of that time. And also, as speaking, my favorite toy was the PlayStation 1, where I learned a lot how to use the PC and burn CDs and everything and format the Windows. That was the start to learn how to use and to be more fascinating with PCs. So PlayStation 1 and football was my one of my great my favorite toys and games in my childhood.
Interesting. My first and only video game or console was an Atari, and I stopped it at Atari. I, I'm not really a guy of gaming. I'm not addicted to. I don't know why. I used to like to play Atari, but I don't know why. I don't. We have an Xbox at home. My wife likes to play. She plays with our daughters, but I think I never used that. Interesting. Let me share my favorite toy as a child was a built on soccer. As I told you before, futebol de botão, Paula. As I told you before, I had no ability to play soccer, but playing built on soccer, I could be as talented as I imagined. The game was in my mind, so I loved to play that. In my neighborhoods, we had championships, and sometimes I came to finals. I won some of them, and I loved to. That was my favorite toy. I had some kits of built-on soccers, and I took care of them as special, as they were my special teams, my special players. It was amazing. You guys had this chance to play built-on soccer too in your childhood?
Yes, I experienced that, but I didn't like us to play the real football.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
me, it was a little boring because I wasn't good on it. So I preferred the playing football, and yeah.
For sure. Okay, guys. I think we have time for just one more question. 6:48. Aurelio, can you choose one? You can choose.
Number 6. What was your favorite things to do during the school breaks or vacations? But, I'm so
Great
sorry.
choice.
In my case, when I stayed in holiday in vacation, I liked it because I had the opportunity to stay together with my cousins. And in that moment is so particular, is so special because we had the opportunity to went in other places. Normally we went in to the beach, and we stayed on the beach. We played in the sea, and all is so special, is particular because we stayed all days together. We played a different thing, and in the midday, in the night, we stay together in camping, and we listen or different stories that our parents told us regarding the memory of the past. And for me, this remember is so special, so particular, because in that moment I discovered my parents' life when they are so young, like us in that moment. Is so special because they told us a lot of story regarding the past, regarding our relatives, ours. I don't remember a moment this evening. Grandparents, and all this memory for me is so special. I remember this moment very, very beautiful. That's it.
Great. Thanks for sharing. And you, Paul, do you want to answer the question number 6 or choose another one?
No, can be this. I think it's travel with my grandparents, my mother grandparents and my father grandparents. Go to the beach, go to the farm, and so little travels. Little, no, it's 10 days. But I don't know, I love grandparents. So oh my God, remember, lembrança of them is so special to me. Oh, the way they discipline us or care about us is so good to me. I love this time.
Great. Being with our grandparents is always a great time. I remember that that was a moment to see my cousins, stay with them. Okay. And you, Jessa, do you want to answer the question number 6 or choose another one?
Yes, I will keep number 6 as well. So the great memories. Let me read again. Sorry. Favorite thing during school breaks or vacation. Okay, vacations with my family, of course, and my brothers, and also we are in almost the same age, like 2 years of different. I have two brothers, and all of our friends have the same age. Basically, we played a lot in the streets, a lot of fun, and 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 met my cousins and my grandfathers during the vacations, especially when we traveled to the beach. The one of my favorite places till to the nowadays. So I had a lot of fun that time. I have good memories of that time.
Great, great. And you, Juliano?
About me, talk about the same question. Number 6, about breaks. I used to play cards with my friends, you know, and sometimes I used to play hand skate, you know. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's very good to play. You need to use your hands. It's amazing. And about
And skates,
recess,
that is small skates?
yes, for
You played
hands.
with your fingers?
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Finger skate. That's it. Uh, what else? About recess, I think About recess, I really like to go to the beach. I really like to swimming, to enjoy the weather. So yes, I think the best thing that I really like to do, and I used to like to do also.
Great. For me, was flying a kite. At that time, flying kites was something that we only did during vacation or school breaks. I don't know why, it's cultural. We could make a kite and fly them 365 days per year. But at least in my neighborhood, it was cultural that we just fly kites during vacation or school breaks. So that was something that I expected. Oh, the classes are finishing, so I can fly my kites. Of course, we did tons of things. I traveled with my family too, played soccer, rode my bike, but that was one special thing that in my childhood we just did only in this moment. So I always remember about me flying kites, running through a lost kite at this moment. Guys, I shared, I think we don't have time for any other questions. I shared the link of the survey in the chat. I hope you had great time as I had. Thank you for the conversation. And I hope to see you in the upcoming immersion. Thank you so much and good evening, guys.
Thank you, bye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
evening.
For Aurelio,
Bye-bye. Good evening.
Bye, guys.
we
Bye-bye.
can say buonanotte.
Perfetto, perfect.
I remember once in my trip to Italy, and I told to a girl in a shop, "Oh, buonanotte," and she looked at me and said, "No, buonasera," because it's early to go to
Yes,
sleep.
it's correct. Bye. Thanks. See you soon, guys.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.